Yes, how are we doing, everybody? Now, this has been probably the most requested album that I've had in the last few months. It's Legxacy's Black British music, and I've been meaning to get to it for ages. House move, other things happened, but now is the time. I'm hearing nothing but amazing things. I don't know what to expect, and this video will be titled Gen X reacts to this because, you know, this is a very young guy, young people music, and I'm not these things. I am 43 now. How about that? As always, the full reaction, the uncut, is on Patreon, link down in the description to that, and it was already up there earlier as well, as everything is. Let's go. Context. And I think I've heard Legxacy as like a feature before, but realistically I know nada. Oh my god, he's got a song called 06 Wayne Rooney. Let's go.
Like occasionally I let myself feel stuff, but I'm not even trying to think about all that shit. For real. My mum had like 2 strokes, my brother had psychosis, like fucking there's always gonna be mud, bro.
There's always gonna be mud. Okay, that sounds like he's had a fucking rough run. Didn't realise he used to be homeless and then a sprinter, which is obviously where I'd heard the name before.
Ever since the rain came crashing down.
Yeah, me and my ones in the ends. Yeah, said I'd change, it depends. You said I couldn't pretend. Told me that I couldn't fit in your lifestyle. Okay, I had to dance in the rain. Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I listened to something that it didn't sound like anything that I've heard before. Now, obviously, you know, there's elements of like, even like old Kanye in this, don't get me wrong, there's elements, but I was like, I've not heard anything that sounds like this before. This feels like something different. And it has been a long time since I felt like that.
Black British music.
Yeah. Okay, them niggas buy swag and then they wonder why they couldn't stack. Selling Charlie to the brats, said I'm never going back.
Ever since the rain came crashing down.
I mean, new David Bowie is a hell of a thing to call your next song. Let's see.
Put my phone on DND, DND. She want me, I can't put my heart on sleeve.
Bro, got the harpsichord in there. What the hell?
Packing niggas making noise. See them too, man, I had to put my niggas didn't know us from the bottom right now. She touch a button right now. I put my phone on DND. Life of a sinner. She don't like no rappers, so I told her I'm a singer. I don't take no pictures, but she tell me to take a picture right now, right now. Put my phone on DND, DND. She want me, I can't put my heart on sleeve. Who them boys? Just some backpacking niggas making noise.
This is utterly fucking wild. I mean, that was really hard to even catch hold of the rhythm in that song with that harpsichord. It felt like slightly out of sync with everything else, but I don't think it actually was. It was just creating a weird energy. Again, I can only repeat what I said in the first track. This feels like and sounds like, I've never heard anything that sounds like this before. And it, to me, it captures a feeling. It's capturing a feeling, a kind of digital anxiety that hangs over, I mean, all of us, but definitely is hanging over the younger generation. I can feel it, I can sense it, and I hear it in the comments that I get on my videos and when you guys just speaking to me about what's going on in your lives. It's a different vibe. The generation that's grown up completely online, which is not me. You know, internet came into my life as a late teenager. Different now, obviously, for this generation coming through. I don't know how old Jim is. I'm assuming pretty damn young. And it sounds like a feeling. Okay, let's keep going.
The sun comes up in the morning, I'm pouring up. Yeah. Another night where the party ain't done and I feel numb. Girls in the Vito, fuck a +1. No function in a London. Yeah. Did you see what I done? Came in a black Benz, left in a white one.
Black.
Yeah. Grew up a hoodlum, I came with a point, so I'm rolling with a bad ones now. Things on my left and things on my right. Her man don't lie that she rolling tonight.
This is Fimi Guerrero, I guess. I don't know who that is.
Nigga said, fuck what her nigga said. Back in the day, I hit the drugs in my brother's bed. I really can't, fuck. I really can't function in a function in a London. And I'm rolling with a bad one,
Yeah, interesting track. Again, I mean the production is like really raw and kind of rough sounding, but I feel like it's deliberately stylistically like that in a way that like early grime was rough and raw. It doesn't sound like that at all, obviously, especially that track. But you know, I'm old enough to remember when that music came out, Dizzy and Kano and everybody, and it sounded like fucking electric. Like there was an energy to it that was like nothing else. And this, again, it doesn't sound anything like that, don't get me wrong. But it feels like it captures something, whatever it is. That, yeah, there's a kind of angst to it. Despite that being like a soft, gentle, like bit of Afrobeat to it. Obviously had the J Hus interpolation in there. But it didn't sound, you go and listen to, you know, a J5 produced J Hus track, go and listen to the actual track that was interpolated there. I mean, it's so much richer in the production. It's a different vibe that it's going for. Whereas this was, yeah, it's staticky about it. It's fucking weird. It's interesting. 06 Wayne Rooney is a hell of a title for a track.
I'm unemployed, they hold me down by my feet.
Okay.
My nigga in jail, I call you need a degree. Oh, there was a party in my head, I'm breathing out of the cold. Broken glasses, lost my eye from all the blood on the floor. How'd I get here? Hey, hey, hey,
A little bit of math rock coming out of nowhere.
how'd I get here? Hey, 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 how'd I get here? Hey,
This sounds like a lot of the music I was listening to in like 06.
yeah.
Or maybe even like 04. Maximo Park. It's weird, this song is making me feel nostalgic from my 20s. And I mean, when was Jim Legxacy even born? How old is Jim Legxacy? Let's find out. Okay, so he's like 25? Yeah, he's a little bit older than I thought, but obviously still a lot younger than I am. But he's managed to capture the vibe of music that I was listening to. I used to work, I did a temp job after I finished uni. This is probably 04. It would have been 04, maybe 05. Where it was a 7 a.m. start in a bank, but not in a real bank, like a high street bank, like the buildings where they do the actual banking stuff. I don't know. I don't even know what I was doing. And my job was basically to like get letters and put them in envelopes using a machine and then put them in a different thing. It was only for a few weeks. The good thing about it, unlike my previous job where I had to do data entry, is I was allowed to listen to earphones. So I would sit listening to the Maximo Park album and the Mighty Boosh radio recordings on maybe a mini disc. No, it must have been an old MP3 player. Doing these letters. And do you know what? It was only a few weeks. Weren't bad. Wasn't an awful job. A job where there's like zero brain power involved. It's quite rhythmic, but you're allowed to listen to headphones. I mean, I only did it for a few weeks. I wouldn't want to do it for 20 years. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that little time. And then I managed to get a job as a games journalist on the back of that. And then the rest is history all the way to here, listening to Jim Legxacy. But the guy's got me remembering. So I actually quite like doing that. And you'd finish at 3 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, this is fire, I've got to be honest. Very cool. Wow, I literally have no idea where each track's going to be. Like what it's going to be after the last one. This is so cool.
I've always been scared of being myself, of letting my heart speak. Before I speak, I will rise. I may fall, and my heart's filled with pictures of trust when I die. Since you left our lives, been blaming myself for all the things I said, and I never said, though I tried. I felt pride Cause my heart's filled with issues of trust and cheat. I still cannot talk about it. I'm running.
A beautiful track. I don't know if he's talking about his mother passing, or the next track's called Father, and it has a lot more streams, so obviously a lot of people have listened to this one. I don't know if his father passed as well. I believe his sister passed as well, so he's been through a hell of a lot. In his young life. The jumping from genres is just fucking fantastic. Like a man of serious taste here in all of these styles. And again, it doesn't sound like anything I've heard, even though it's moving between styles that are familiar, but it's doing it in a unique way. And it's interesting that he speaks at the beginning of that song about struggles with like being himself, essentially. But this feels like truly expression of self, this record.
Damn, son.
I'm trying to come up off the roads on my own too. I never had her.
Yeah.
She said she grew up all alone. I know, making money off a phone. I was 16. Broke, but I never was a miskin. On a block, I was listening to Mitski. Yeah, roll another blunt, scheming for the funds. Yeah, sell the keys, but I never had her.
He wasn't talking about his dad in track 6 then.
She's independent, wanna spend my She's independent, wanna spend my money. Yeah, wanna be a bitch. Wanna be a bitch, then that's okay. Don't be a bitch.
Okay, that's what it stands for. That makes sense.
Be a bitch, then that's okay. Gonna make money on my own way. I don't wanna know like the whole day. Talking to police, I never took another ride another day. Whenever them they are informer, you're looking into my eyes.
An informer interpolation. Come on. I mean, talk about making me reminisce. I think I've spoken about this before, but the first 2 singles I ever bought, it's not even a thing that you do anymore, but in Woolworths in Guernsey where I grew up, cassette tape. The first 2 singles I bought ever at like, I don't know, 9, 10. Shaggy, Oh Carolina, and Snow, Informer. The rest, as they say, is history.
Be a bitch. Yeah. If you wanna be a bitch, then that's okay. Gonna make money on my own way. Wanna be a bitch. If you wanna be a bitch, then that's okay. Gonna make money on my own way. I don't wanna know like the.
No idea what track is going to be next. What it's going to sound like. Okay.
Yeah, girl wanna move forward. Yeah, she wanna be big time forward. Yeah, my girl wanna move her vice, I know. Yeah, girl wanna move forward. Yeah, she wanna be big time forward. Yeah, my girl wanna move. Yeah, she got bags of pride, body come up, her vice. Say happy uncle, let's go her vice. She know. Yeah. Girl wanna move forward. Yeah, she wanna be big time.
Yeah, man, this record just feels fresh. It's absolutely packed full of ideas. It's packed full of truth. You have no idea what each song's going to be when you come up from it. What's this, like in UK Garage now? No? Not necessarily.
Bring her back to life. Seem content, so I'll make an attempt to get you off the fence. Cause I'm missing you. I could read your mind. I've been reading signs. You've been living blind. You don't have to lie. So I'll make an attempt to get you off the fence.
Solid vibe, this one.
If you're in distress, we can find a way to bring you back to life.
Made in Britain, paid in Britain. It doesn't get blacker than this, baby. if you came to do...
Had to make money on the strip. I can't let them do me how they did me as a kid. I know there's money in the kid. I can't let them do me how they did me as a. I can't let them do me how they did me as a. I know that there's money in it. I just put my shit in, they be fucking with it. I be counting digits every other minute. Talking millies with a mullet, let me fucking finish. Damn. Used to panic every time I saw a cop car. All this pain, I swear, tell me monster. Damn. This that blue bar shit, I hope you're listening. Money in the kid. I can't let them do me how they did me as a.
Again, this is one of those tracks I've genuinely never heard anything like this before.
I know it's
Made in Britain.
Dude, this album is a masterclass in taste, aesthetic, and expression. It's whether or not I love it or not, I'm not sure. Honestly, on this first listen, I don't know. It will take multiple listens to even figure that out, I think. But I'm more so than anything else. I think because there's so much going on, you're more just taking it all in on a first listen like this anyway. Yeah, this feels alive and it feels like current in a way that, you know, so much music these days is so fucking tedious. Just fitting in a box or trying to do the TikTok thing, so it's got like 10 to 15 seconds of a hook that can be used in there. And listen, you've got any way to get attention is fair game realistically, but when somebody just sticks to their essence, sticks to taste, sticks to expression, sticks to aesthetic, and really wants to explore artistry, I'm always going to be a supporter of it. I'm always going to be a supporter of it, even if each individual track isn't necessarily moving me, more so than others on this album, on the first listen. But I'm always going to be a supporter of that type of expression. In a world of AI, in a world of TikTok, in a world of everything just trying to homogenize and fit in a box, in a world of like corporations trying to commoditize culture, we need expression, art, aesthetic, and taste, connection. That is what we need. I'm not even sitting here ranting against those other things that I spoke about. They are what they are. All of them have purpose and use. If you can see them like that, if you sit there hating everything about the modern world, then the modern world will reflect that back at you anyway, and you'll be bloody miserable. That being said, there's always going to be a special place in my heart for true artistry, true expression. And as more and more stuff becomes fake, or fake's probably not the right word, as more and more stuff becomes unreal, I guess, no pun intended, AI generated, not from human, unhuman, I guess, then I think so many of us are going to be desperate for that expression of humanity. And that's what this record is to me so far. It feels truly him in a way that I haven't heard anything in ages feel like that. And that's fucking cool.
Life's not been easy. I try to take it on my shoulder. It feels like a boulder's coming at me. And I'm getting older. There's plenty things I can't see.
Can I go back to...
Life's not been easy. I try to take it on my shoulders. It feels like a boulder's coming at me. And I'm getting older. There's plenty things I can't see. It feels like a boulder's coming at me. Stuck in a loop, been away for some time. I could have
Another cool track. Yeah. Dexter and the Newsagent. I don't know who that is, but I do know who Dave is, who's on this one. Ever getting a new album, David? Or are you just suffering through Manchester United's downfall?
Envy and jealousy.
Crash the vocals, sorry,
Everything I
Jim.
wished upon my enemies. Free the blocks I came up from and up. Mumsy praying when the blocks get hot. South for the river, so you know it's non-stop. I got niggas trying to trip me out pride. I got galley trying to hit me on the...
Look, she was thick, but she thinner now.
Didn't wanna know, but she finna know. Black British music, listen out. Told Jim you already did your sister proud. Leicester, testers, we giving out testers. Parents, we giving out lectures. Never had nothing but a Lexus, Texas, vex us. Remember the galley them left us. What you want, car one, never pick me. Street team in the 16 with me. Touch mine and we mash up the strip C.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly Dave's best verse of all time, but another cool track. This one's called Tiger Driver 91. That's a pro wrestling deep cut there.
Now take a look at the race. I see all them niggas with jealousy, repelling envy and feeling the brunt of my enemies. Yeah, niggas was busy and fake.
Cool, very cool.
Now take a look at the race. Praying to God doesn't lead me astray. Too many sins that I wear on my waist. I do not blow that, I keep it all hush. She hear my song and it's making her blush. I grew up writing the roughs and the old summers never knew, bro. Grind for the whole numbers. I was out losing my faith. Now take a look at the race.
Yeah, like a gentle, subtle, nuanced track here. Strange title for it. Final track. Again, I think I made my thoughts on the record clear. Very impressive, and I'm always going to be a huge supporter of this level of expression.
I live my life like a heathen. I've been forgetting to breathe in.
Some absolute magic moments on here as well.
Put you down low, let me say goodbye. Another dark cry when you're in. I'm wasted. I'm wasted. Always, I live my life like a
Yeah, really smooth final couple of tracks there. It's super impressive, man. I'm really glad that I covered this. I'm really glad that I got to this. You've got to admire an expression of true artistry. And I've been feeling like, you know, the British rap scene, particularly the British drill scene, had becoming quite samey. It was falling into drama, a bunch of stuff that it wasn't moving me at all. It wasn't moving me at all. Like the sort of generation younger than the Getzes and the Kanos, and well, actually, the generation younger than the Daves and the Fredos. Thinking about it, they're the generation younger than the Getzes and the Kanos, but the generation younger than them, or like half generation younger than them, just wasn't, the music just wasn't doing a great deal for me. Like, you know, Central C's okay, all this sort of stuff, but here, something interesting, something that feels like true art that's coming through, but with lots of essence. I mean, it's called Black British music, and it's probably like a catalogue. A history of influences of Black British music, and beyond that, to be honest, as well. So yeah, really, really cool record, really interesting and sort of vibrant, I should say, artist to keep an eye on. And yeah, thoroughly glad that I covered it on the channel. So yeah, shout out to all of you, as many of you, many of you, recommending and insisting that I cover this one. Listen, I'm always listening to you guys, and when the groundswell is that strong, then of course I'm going to cover it. So shout out to you lot. If you're new around here, do subscribe, leave a like on the video, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you all very soon.